The steps you take now is what's going to determine what your future is going to look like. Every money I had was for spending. Any money you do not see in my account, I don't have it. There's no man that has ever become a millionaire or a billionaire by saving before. You cannot be one of those people that takes people randomly to ask for urgent to track your expenses. Live within your means, or even probably below your means. You're earning 250k and you're renting a house of 2 million naira.
Still up in the streets on sign. Still trying to get a million, some peace of mind. Free my dog. Free all of my niggas, I ain't seen in time. Still up in the streets on sign. Still trying to get a million, some peace of mind.
Hey rumis, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. My name is Rumi. If this is your first time on this channel, please don't make it your last time by clicking the subscribe button below, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you tips on how to level up your finance in your 20s, and at the same time sharing financial tips I wish I knew in my early 20s. So let's get right into it. So when it comes to leveling up your finances, or leveling up in general, leveling up is not something that you are supposed to do just once at a time. Like, it's not something that you're going to do now and you're going to say, oh, I want to level up my finances, and then you work hard today and just leave it at that. It's a constant, gradual process that you have to keep doing every day and every time, trying to achieve your goal and stuff like that. So now the goal depends on whatever it is you're trying to achieve, either financially or physically or spiritually. That's your cup of tea. But leveling up is not something you can do at once. It's a constant, gradual process. So with that, I'm going to start by giving you my first tip, which is going to be invest in yourself. So there are different ways that you can invest in yourself, but financially the easiest way to invest in yourself is to keep learning. I know that by now, if you're in your early 20s or something, you're either rounding up from school, almost done with school, you're done with school. It's either one of those two. This is the part where you know that you are not done. You know how most of us just graduate and we're like, education finished? No, education is not finished. This is the time when you try to do passive income, trying to learn stuff, random things. Because you went to school does not mean you can't become a fashion designer. Because you went to school does not mean you cannot become a nail tech, hairstylist, a tech person. There are different things that you can become that do not have anything to do with the course that you studied in school or the course that you are currently studying in school. And that's where investing in yourself comes in. So there are different courses online that you can just look up and take as to grow yourself, to widen and broaden your knowledge. Just literally find a source of income for yourself. If you are still in school and you are seeing this video, even better, because you are a student does not mean you cannot say learn a skill which would then come out and help you in your future. So it doesn't necessarily need to be what you're going to be doing. It could just be like a side hustle. Learning to become a fashion designer does not mean you have to become a fashion designer. It can be like a side hustle. Learning business does not mean you have to be a business person. It can be like a side hustle. So yeah, you just have to constantly keep improving yourself and investing in yourself to be able to grow your financial status. And with that, I'm going to come to my second tip: to have multiple streams of income. Like I just said, so with this country, let's talk about the country. Even with the way the world is right now, one stream of income cannot be enough for you. You cannot want to live the baby girl lifestyle and have just one stream of income. It's not possible. You have to keep adding. There are lots of people nowadays. Someone will be a nurse, at the same time have a business. People just keep adding one job to one job to one job. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You can't have one stream of income. Not in 2023. It is not enough. It cannot take you anywhere. It cannot grow your finances. It cannot help you save more. You're just going to have one salary that you're living on. I can't even imagine that. You need to be able to have multiple streams of income to grow your financial status. My third tip is going to be live within your means, or even probably below your means. Why I said so: you cannot have a job or have multiple streams of income, like I said, and because you make money collectively, because you have like 2-3 jobs, you want to carry the money you make from all of those jobs and just spend it like that. You need to be able to live within your means or even below your means. You need to be able to know that this is too expensive for me to get. It's going to affect me financially. It's going to affect me. It's going to affect my savings. It's going to affect my bank account, literally. And be able to cut out what is not necessary and stick to what is more realistic for you. For example, you're earning 250k and you're renting a house of 2 million naira. How are you going to meet up with that? Do you understand? You want to live on the island, but your salary doesn't match up. You need to be able to live within your means or even below your means. That way, you just grow more better financially. Another easy tip to be able to live within your means is to track your expenses. Now, most of the time, people get carried away and just buy stuff out of impulse. And you need to be able to check what it is that takes your money. what it is that takes a lot of money that is unnecessary that you do spend money on. Maybe you go to the nail bar 2 times in a month, you can change it to once in a month and try to do more realistic nails that will last you for a longer period of time. By tracking your expenses, you can be able to track what it is that you spend money on that is not necessarily necessary, and you can literally cut off. For me, it was definitely going to restaurants and stuff like that. I was going to restaurants 247. I was always wanting to check out the latest restaurants in town. There's a particular time that they put up this list on Instagram, and they're like, if you've been to all of these restaurants, you know, stuff like that. And I was checking the list with my friend, and we'd been to all but one. So you can imagine, all I was doing was going to restaurants, spending my money on food. And by the time I did check my expenses and the amount of money that I spend on food in a month, I realized that it was ridiculous. Literally ridiculous, because there's no way you will stand up and go to a restaurant and you'll not spend between 30 to 40k. I mean, you calculate your transportation, you calculate the food, the drink, desserts, whatever it is going back home, you're definitely going to spend up to that. I don't know about you, but for me that was it, because I would definitely get a drink with my food, and you know, 1 or 2 other things that may come between. So by the time you're able to track your expenses, you're able to live within your means. So my next tip is going to be to save. Save. I can never shout it enough. At this age, if you're up to 20 years old and you don't yet have a savings, you need to drop whatever it is that you're doing and start having a savings plan. Apart from, literally, you need to have a savings plan. You need to start planning to save. You need to have a savings. You cannot be one of those people that takes people randomly to ask for urgent 2k. No, that's not what you want to be in 2023. Honestly, you need to learn how to save. You need to be able to get on your saving horse. No matter what it is, if you're a student, you earn money, you need to be able to put aside money for miscellaneous. You need to be able to put aside money for things that you do not expect to happen that are definitely going to happen. That's unforeseen circumstances. You need to be able to have money for that. You need to be able to save for rainy season, dry season, save for your rent, save for something you want to purchase, save. I can't shout it enough. I do not know your circumstance while you're watching this video, but as long as you're up to 20, you're not joking anymore. Real life adulthood is adulting already, or it's about to knock at your door. So this is the best time for you to start a saving culture. The final thing on my list is to tell you to try to invest. Like I said earlier, when I was younger, I did not care about saving. Every money I had was for spending. Any money that was given to me was for spending. I would spend it because you gave it to me. I believe it's for spending, and I never really had any savings. Any money you do not see in my account, I don't have it. That was literally how I was in my early 20s and all of that. And I wish I knew better. I wish I knew to, you know, actually put some money aside for my future, or probably put some money aside for just later on. I never thought of that. I would take my money to eat, take my money to a restaurant, take my money to club. You know how back then it was always guys that would take you out. I already had the idea with my friends that we could take ourselves out, join our money and just club. Same thing that guys were doing. So yeah, like I say, and I know, I always advise people to save. I'm always giving tips on how to save. I'm an advocate for saving, but there's no man that has ever become a millionaire or a billionaire by saving before. You literally need to, oh, maybe you can become a millionaire in naira, but not in dollars. To literally grow your wealth, you need to be able to invest. Investment is the key to being wealthy and rich. There's no way you'd save and expect to become rich from saving. What you need to do is probably invest, or probably do a business that goes crazy and you just blow up or something like that. So I can understand that you're still probably trying to find your feet. You're probably still struggling, trying to know the type of investment that is right and wrong for you and all of that in your early 20s. But at least you have it in mind that you need to be able to invest. Easy things you can invest in is like in real estate and stuff like that. There are many investment platforms out there. There are many companies that want you to invest in them. You can invest in MTN. I got some shares in MTN about a year or two ago, and the shares are growing right now. Shares are actually doing really well right now. You know, probably for the past couple of years in Nigeria, shares has been bad, but since our new president came in and all of this devaluation of naira and all of that, shares has gone up. So that's another thing you can consider investing in shares. It doesn't matter how little you think it is, it's an investment. So yeah, learn to invest, try to invest, because with investments, you don't know how that little investment you're just going to do now can turn you from a zero near to a millionaire. Do you understand me? So yeah, investments is the key to becoming rich and wealthy. So that's basically my 5 simple tips on leveling up your finances in your 20s or whatever age that you are. I really hope that I did get through to you to actually start to save and plan your investments right now. You're not too young to have a savings or financial backup plan for retirement, and yes, with the right savings and investment plan, you can retire in your 30s. Also, the steps that you take right now in your early 20s or your 20s is literally your future steps. The steps you take now is what's going to determine what your future is going to look like. If I did invest when I was much younger, or I did save when I was much younger, I believe I'll probably live a less choked a less choked life right now. I'll probably be reaping the fruits of my investments, my earlier investments and stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you did enjoy watching this video, and if you would like to see videos like this, please remember to subscribe, hit the like button below, and I'll see you in my next video or vlog. Bye.